right, we're on Juarez Your Story, and today we're here with
John Blaze.
John Blaze, and
I've been homeless for about 5 years now.
okay,
Damn, I love my brothers out here on the streets. We share a lot of the same fights. We definitely share a lot of the same battles with the with the locals and the law, and it's been a challenge since I've been out here. I've chose to be out here for the most part. It was a choice. Was it the best decision I made? I think it was a good decision for me to get out here and learn people and see what they're doing. I've always been intrigued, and it kind of swept me off my feet though. The streets ate me up a little bit, and they my plan wasn't to be out here forever, and my plan wasn't to be near as long as 5 years. But the streets got me, and they swept me up off my feet, and I have a drug problem. Uh, I have mental problems, issues with myself, confidence, questions and why and where and when. All those things kind of hit you at one moment and one time. And, now I'm actually trying to get back up on the ladder and try to be somebody again and do what I was doing. I've coached football, I played baseball, I've done everything you could possibly. I'm a paramedic. My mom actually owns an ambulance company, so I have really good business feel. And I wanted to share some of the stuff I knowledge out here with my people I got out here, and I look after everybody. I've been in trouble. I've broken the law. I've paid my price. I'm finally in my whole, for the 5 years I've been out here, I've no warrants. Nobody wants me, and that's a good accomplishment. But I want to step back up and get out of here so I can advocate for the homeless, so I can get something going on for them. Because being out here on the street, knowing what people need, knowing where people want to be, I think I can really help them because I got a drive that nobody has. I don't quit. I'm gonna keep myself out there and available for anybody who needs it. I've handed out money before and being homeless. I'll give you a shirt off my back if you ask me. And that's also been a downfall out here too, because now I've learned about people, trying to get their own and not giving a care about in the world about whoever else they're talking about and whoever they're going to take. Unfortunately, I've never been robbed or anything like that, but I've had close calls, and I think me being aware of what's going on around here is is a good bonus for me. Let's talk about being high out on the street. You almost have to be high out here on the street. You gotta be able to perform and stay up at night, because nights when you can make money, and nights when you can get taken. But more importantly, it's making the money and how you're making it. I chose to break the law and cut catalytic converters. I'm one of the first persons in the state of Colorado that was caught and prosecuted to the full extent. I was on the news twice. Nothing to be proud of, but that's the decision I made to do, and to make money. I wasn't doing it for the money though. I was doing it because I love the adrenaline rush, and I love what it was doing for me, and I love who it made me be at that time. Because I've never been really anybody that's been bad out there on this, doing dirt like I was, and I was willing to do whatever it took to put that Cadillac converter in the back of my truck. I've lost 2 cars out here. I lost a truck, a car. I've lost friends and family, and most importantly, I've made a lot of friends out here that are way better than any of the friends I was out on the street with, being as a normal person. So like I don't know what else you need to know, but
let's bring it back a little bit.
all
Let's
right.
bring it back to your childhood. How was your childhood growing up?
I,
Did you have both parents?
I had one parent, very secluded life. I didn't get out very much. Played a lot of sports.
Gotcha.
I went to a private school. I'm dyslexic, ADD, ADHD.
You're from out here?
I am from 100% born and bred out here in Colorado. I've left Colorado, brought me back, but that's Colorado. But yeah, I've always had a challenge my whole life because of being dyslexic. I've always had to fight and work harder than most people would have to. So, but I think that sharpens up other parts of life and learning aspects for me. I see things that people normally wouldn't see. But yeah, that's.
So your childhood growing up was pretty normal?
Is normal. I wouldn't say normal because I saw my first dead person at 11 years old. I was born in the ambulance business. I was born to be a paramedic, and that's what I was, and that's not what I wanted to be. So my mom told me what I was gonna be, and that's what I ended up being. So I've you know, coached football, I've done all that stuff, but that's what I ultimately really wanted to do, was coach football, coach the baseball up. Never wanted to be a paramedic, and so my life wasn't normal as a kid. It really wasn't. My mom worked 94-hour weeks, um, so my time with my mom was very slim to none, and but that's how it was. So being normal life, I don't think I had a normal bringing up. I don't think 11-year-olds see dead people. Or I listened to a fire scanner and an ambulance scanner and a police scanner my whole entire life. So and there's codes that send fire trucks. I knew them all by the time I was 12. So
So
yeah.
you finished high school, you graduated and
I
all that?
graduated high school. I was drafted by the Kansas City Royals right out of high school. I was traded, never got to go play where Bo Jackson was, because that's what was my excitement. George Brett, Bo Jackson. That's what I wanted to do. But I learned really quickly that life is going to change a lot of things, and you just kind of got to roll with the punches in that aspect. So I played 3 years of ball in Montreal. I played single A, double A, and triple A ball. Triple A for 2.5 days. so it was very humbling. I could have continued, but I didn't want it anymore. And being a pro athlete, you got to want it every day, and you got to have a need for it. And I lost the need and the want, and that's when I started doing a little bit of drugs and doing
Who
my thing.
introduced you to drugs?
Who I did myself, and being on the ambulance had introduced me to the knowledge of drugs and what they look like, and how they were going to make me react. And my first drug I ever did was crack. And then right now I'm addicted to meth and crack. I mean, those are the two I prefer. I
You
don't
shoot or you smoke?
I
Or
shoot.
snort?
I bang it.
Right?
Unfortunately, I do.
Gotcha.
It's clean but dangerous.
Have you ever OD'd out here?
Nope, never OD'd. My wife over here though, she did. As she she did, and she took a hit of something that wasn't what it was supposed to be. It was fentanyl powder, and she died right away. And I was with another lady that gave her that. She gave me the same thing. We both hit the same thing. She died, and I stayed I stayed normal. I didn't feel anything. It could have been because I know she was in trouble, but I did compressions on her for 45 minutes while this lady robbed us.
Wow.
So, and not only did she rob us, she took things that we're not going to be able to get back, and that made it even harder for us to try to step up out of here and do our things. And it also put a strain on our relationship a little bit too. Um, that was really hard for me to do. I've never had to work on somebody that I was so close to, and I've never had to do compressions for 45 minutes. I've had to do some CPR, but never for 45 minutes. If you know anything about CPR, you get tired real quick. And like I said, I don't give up. I'm gonna keep the fight, and I never gave up on her, and I never stopped believing in getting her back. And she's here with me today, thank God. And we're a lot more aware of what we're doing, and it made us see some things, and it also made us fight a little bit too. So it's weird how almost a death experience can wake you up, and then it also can put you down. So um, that was just by far the most bad thing that's happened to me out here. I mean, I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've had broken ribs, and if you knew my family and where I came from, you would have never expect me to be out here doing that stuff, and I didn't either. You know,
So for your family, that if they see this, what would you like to tell them?
I'm gonna be on all honesty. I'd like to tell my family to fuck the fuck off, because they ain't out here helping me. They let me dig myself out here. Nobody came and saved me. And on the other hand, if any of my family was out here, I would have came and saved you. I would have brought myself to you. I would have made myself. But none of my family did. None of my family even cares. Um, and that's a hard thing for me. Like I consider my mom dead. She's really not dead, but she's dead. I will never talk to her again. And then if I do talk to her, I'm on her ass telling her what a piece of shit she is for doing what she did to me. And that's a whole nother story. But she paid for everything. I've never paid a bill in my whole entire life. I'm 48 years old. and I've never paid a bill, not one bill. I don't have any of my life skills. I can cook and do all that shit, but paying bills and knowing how to do that's really important. I just don't know how to do it. Never had to. So my mom left me really out to hang and dry, knowing. So
if there's anybody that is out there that's thinking about doing drugs or going through anything, what would you like to tell them?
I'm not going to tell you don't do drugs, because that's the stereotypic of everybody else, is to tell you not to do drugs. You're going to do what you want. You're going to do how you want it. And I get thrown off over here. Can I yell at him?
Go ahead.
Hey! Hey! Chris! Y'all, we all trying to talk over here and y'all being loud. Oh, that shit happens out here too. You know? Brothers about to fight. I mean, one of them needs their ass whooped eventually, but but like if I back to the drugs, I'm not going to tell you not to do them. I'm not going to tell you to do them. Be you, and you'll find out who you are real quick, whatever decision you make.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, bro?
Want me to be really honest with you?
Go ahead.
Dead. I won't make it if I'm out here for another 5 years. I might not even make it out here a year. So and it won't be an overdose, it'll just be life. So but that's part of life right there. I mean that's what's going on right there is real.
Yeah.
And I call the fake world where people like you got a job and all that, because that's fake.
Yeah.
This is the real world.
This is real life.
About the fake world, like you guys have jobs and things seem to go really smooth for y'all, and I understand why they go smooth, and I understand, but not everybody's day goes smooth. And I live in the real world. I live where real shit happens, where I see death, I see people hurt, I see harm, I see it all out here, and that's just in one day.
Yeah.
I've lost 23 friends out here since I've been out here. Some close, some not. But people that don't understand us, and it's not just like an understanding of us. It's an understanding of being human, and how you treat people who are human. We're not human. We're the scuzz of the earth right now, and people look down on us. And there's some people who look up at us. But for the most part, people don't understand, and they want to put that judgment out there, and they want to think they know what's going on, and they want to think they know how you can help us. Like I was just talking about, being homeless is a 24-hour job. I got to worry about eating. I got to worry about if my shit's going to be okay. I got to worry about if I'm going to move every day. So for you people who think homeless is just kicking back, smoking drugs, well, that's part of it. And that's part of it attracts a lot of people. But I don't just smoke. I get high as fuck. And if I go out and do something, I go the fullest, and I'm doing dirt. So keep your cars locked up, keep your bikes locked down, and we won't get you.
I got you. I appreciate you, brother. And you have a blessed day, and I wish you the best.
Yeah, man, thank you.
That's nice. It's fucking gross as fuck. Rinse and piss, dude. I'm trying to rinse and piss.
I've been around here for a long time.
Someone get a polygraph test. Someone look at one.
She talks.
Well, you full of shit. I've never touched that bitch ever, period. Nothing. Billy has.
You weren't rubbing her feet.
Hell no.
Sucking on her toes.
Oh, dude, get the fuck up, dog.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Y'all some goddamn
No, you're
liars.
so high stroke, but wait.
There ain't no nigga, ain't nobody gonna fucking smoke. If
Who used the N-word? Who used the
I
N-word?
just did.
Okay.
If you fuck Shauna, then you're a fucking rapist. You're a fucking gross ass rapist loser.
So you're calling me a rapist when I didn't touch you?
Anybody that has this.
Go fucking ask her.
Anybody that fucks with her needs their head examined. That's fucking disgusting.
Mike, you need a hug.
No, I don't need a hug.
You sure?
I need a cigarette.
Well.
Well,